Lee, 3-3 draw last weekend against Leicester. How have the players responded from the controversy in the last minute, and how have you picked them up?
Yeah, I think once they went back and they saw the video footage, and they were obviously gutted to see that it didn't look like it went over like we spoke about afterwards. But very quickly you have to move on, and we've looked at the game as a whole. It's not about that last moment. We did things well in the game. We did some things not so well in the game. So we went away, and when we looked at the footage, we decided not to look at the last goal, but to focus on the rest of the stuff.
Obviously, you touched on Sunday that you were disappointed with how slow of a start we made. Is it key that in a game against a top flight opposition that we start well this weekend?
Yeah, you've got to. You can't be giving WSL sides a goal, 2-goal leads. They're too good at shutting you out. They're too good at countering you if you do try to get those goals back as well. So we felt against Leicester that once we got that goal just for half time, we could push forward. Against WSL opposition, it'd be very hard to do that. The games are tight, and the teams are organised and don't give up leads like that.
And what are you expecting from Bristol City on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean they've obviously had a tough start to the season, but they've played some good sides, and towards the end of last season they were not maybe picking up the points they wanted to, but at some points throughout last year and since they've been together as a group, they've had some really good performances and they've got some really good players. So we're just expecting a real tough challenge. It's a WSL side, and this is what's great about the Conti Cup. It gives us an opportunity to go and test ourselves against these full-time opposition.
And another thing with the Conti Cup, gives you a chance perhaps to move around the squad in terms of numbers and minutes. Is that something you're planning on doing? Yeah,
I spoke to the players, and we've got a bit of a hectic, next few weeks. A couple of Conti Cup games that are midweek. We're sandwiching games either side. This one doesn't do that, but it does give me an opportunity and the squad an opportunity to rotate around and have a look at some players. Our squad's in a pretty good place. There are players that come back that deserve minutes, have been training well, but there's also players that are playing well that just want to keep that momentum going, so we've got to get a good balance of it.
And obviously the draw was made some time ago, but what do you make of our group? Do you think there's a possibility that we could upset the odds and get out of it?
Yeah, I think so. The Conti Cup's a real tough one because you've got teams like Arsenal and Chelsea that you think are always going to continue to go and push forward and get out of the groups. Having 2 WSL sides and 3 Championship sides means that we get a good opportunity to get out of the group, because Brighton and Bristol are good sides, but we won't be going into them worrying too much. And by the time we play them bigger sides, we would have played London City and Charlton. We know where we're at in the competition, but it's about using the competition the right way. But yeah, I think the Conti Cup's a real challenging competition, but one that's good fun.
Is there an opportunity for the players who do come in on Sunday to stake a claim to get in the first team for the Championship games to follow?
100%, and they know that. The players that played so far have done well, but the players that come in, they need to own their individual performances, and it doesn't matter that it's against WSL side. It's not a case of they come in and if they lose the game because they're playing against WSL opposition, they've got to perform well themselves. So I will take that into account. I won't just be bringing players in if they lose the game, going, well, you lost, you're straight back out. If they perform well, then they get a good chance to get back into the side. But the players that maybe don't play but have already done well, those performances won't be far from my memory as well.
And just lastly, we come into the game in a good run of form, 2 wins and a draw in our last 3. How big of a chance is it to show everyone exactly what London Bees are about with a big result on Sunday?
It would be great. It is going to be a challenging game, as we said, and if the girls can go out there and perform to the best of their capabilities, there's no reason why they can't go and get a result against a good Bristol City side. But I don't think this group really fear anyone. I don't think that's in their mentality. So we know that this is a game against a team that's maybe not in the best place they've been, but we get a good version of them. They will be coming here thinking this might be a result to kickstart their season. So we'll be looking forward to it, and I do think that the group have got enough about them to go and pull off a shot.